Hey, what's up with it, man? Hey, it's another one like the other one, but just a little different. So, yeah, we're in a very competitive world, right? And there's times when you find yourself in a competitive arena, and when you're in this competitive arena, you have to be willing to compete. Something similar to like the survival of the fittest, right? So, when it's time to compete and you have to stand up and be competitive, do you know how to be competitive? And do you know how to be competitive on the level that you need to be competitive on, right? So if you can't compete, you will lose. If you can't stand up and do what you need to do in order to overcome, in order to win, you will lose, right? So part of this competitive arena, is you're dealing with team dynamics. So what is a team dynamic and how important it is to play on the team is very important. You'll find yourself losing a lot of things if you don't know how to play on the team. If you're not playing on the right team, you'll find yourself taking a lot of losses, right? And if your teammates are not coachable, for some reason they're not coachable, you'll find yourself taking a lot of losses. So when you're dealing with, competitive issues, or you're operating in a competitive arena, it's important that you understand these team dynamics that's at play. And not only do you need to be playing on the right team, you need to have the right people on your team. Because if you don't have the right people on your team, you'll lose. You got to pick and choose your teammates wisely. Look, a lot of y'all lose because y'all don't pick the right teammates. Y'all have the wrong people playing on your team. And then you wonder why you lose. The reason you lose is because you have the wrong people playing on your team. Either you chose the wrong people, or you let someone else choose the wrong person to play with. So you have to take that L. You have to take that loss because either you made the mistake or someone else made that mistake. It is of absolute importance if you're playing to win. I'm not talking about people who don't care about winning. I'm not talking about people who, don't understand the whole thing about, setting yourself up for the win, right? I'm talking to people who want to win, but they're just having a hard time doing it. The key to winning is choosing the right people on your team. And if you can't have the right people for some reason, right, then are the people on your team coachable? Do they have the ability to perform on a winning level, and are they coachable? If your teammates are not coachable, you can't really do nothing with them if they're not coachable. If you have a team that's losing and you can't coach them, it's not going to go anywhere, right? So in order to compete, not only is it paramount that you're playing on the right team, right? But you have to pick and choose your teammates wisely. Don't just don't pick anybody to be on your team, man. You know what I'm saying? Be very picky about who you choose to be on your team. If someone else doesn't care about who they play with, that's on them, right? But if you truly want to win and you're playing to win, you need to be picky about who you choose to play on your team, right? So, teammates. Who are your teammates, and what do you know about your teammates, right? And are you playing with the right people? Remember that it could be the difference between winning and losing. It could be the difference between playing on a team that's good and a team that's great, right? It's all about the teammates and how these teams work with each other. So, food for thought. I hope you guys take this lesson to heart, right? And get on your JLB and tighten up your team, man. Get your team right. Educate them, train them, make sure they on point. Because When they win, you win.